And now we're live. Hello. Okay.
Hello.
Tell me if you can see and hear me okay, because this is an adventure. Um, adventure in the YoloLive booth. I'm here at NAB in the YoloLive booth. With any luck, this is in fact streaming to my channel and YoloLive's channel. I will admit, I did not do nearly enough preparation for this myself, and I don't have headphones. How it sounds. Uh, I can see the audio levels are decent, but let me know in the comments, in the chat. But yeah, we'll just chat for a little while about what's been going on at NAB, what I've been up to, and if you have any questions about YoloLive or any other booths, let me know. Rick says, hear you fine. Thank you for... Good. Oh, and then getting some thumbs up from over there. So, welcome. I see a bunch of questions in the chat already, so let's take a look. There was, yes, Keith says, are you on 4 p.m. Pacific time? There was a time zone mix up, so it's 5 p.m. Pacific time right now. That was when we meant to. Las Vegas is in fact in Pacific time, even though it's not on the Pacific Ocean, so that was the confusion. Great. Okay, so I have some questions here from the chat that I might need to ask Frank for some answers, who is also here. You want to come say hi really quick? What is it? Is that a question? What is it like to meet Frank in person? Camera. Oh, you wrote it. We're using the OBSBot camera, which is actually a new camera from them, which is an HDMI output. So there's an HDMI cable going to this camera, but it's also like a PTZ camera, so it's following me around, which is kind of cool. So, audio could be a bit louder. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Let's just and crank it all the way to 10. Okay, so. Oh, great. And there we go. The comments from the YoloLive channel, but I can't show them from my channel, which is unfortunate, but that's a whole nother story. We'll talk about that when I get back home. Good. Getting some confirmation in here on the chat. A little dark but clean audio. Yeah, the lighting in here is like really weird. It's obviously it's a trade show. It's not the best lighting. Dark echo. Well, happy to have you too. Frank says, what is it like to meet Frank in person? It's been very nice to hang out with Frank over the last couple of days. There he is. Over the internet for quite a while now, but it's been great to hang out, and we went and had pizza together. It was an experience. It was a good pizza. That was after a very long day on the show floor. So, okay, we have some questions for you.
Okay.
So, when Frank was guest hosting on the YoloLive chat a few weeks ago, you mentioned that NDI was coming soon for the YoloBox Pro. How far away is it?
It's soon enough, like to really come. For start with like the wireless injection, and also the Ethernet injection. That's step one, and it's coming so soon, which is probably before mid-May.
That's pretty soon. Okay.
Not 100% guaranteed.
Not 100% guaranteed. Nothing is. Nope.
It's only in Aaron's show I like disclose the date.
Oh, you heard it here first. Okay. It is that is Aaron's channel exclusive. Yes. So, okay. The Landshark says, can we expect mix minus for the mic output?
Unfortunate, a bit. It's kind of a challenging thing to do, but we'll keep like studying this what the feasible way for them like to use the calling to max minus that put.
Okay. Yep. Our Art says a little buffering is happening. So, okay, this is I know if you've been here, I know you know this. If you have not been here, we are in a massive warehouse that is the expo hall, and every single booth has sort of signal on the 2.4 gigahertz spectrum. There are wirelessly controlled lights everywhere. I look, I see some sort of wirelessly controlled lights. There's people using wireless microphones and HDMI transmitters everywhere. Everybody's cell phones. If you could take a picture of the everywhere. So it's a miracle that like this microphone is even working wirelessly to this thing, and that I have any internet on my phone at all. I took my SIM card out of my phone and I put it into the YoloBox here, and I am seeing some dropped frames. Better than I was hoping. It's doing better than I was expecting it to, frankly. I just realized that I forgot to actually change it live. So it's set to stream at 3 megabits. It says it's at 2, dropping some frames. Hopefully it's usable. But yeah, this is like, if we were, professionals, we would have had like a Ethernet line come down that costs like $30,000 to get from the show, or if the bonded backpack that I was using all day, which has a bonded cellular modem in it, unfortunately couldn't bring it down here because I was doing the to film all the little shorts we've been posting. And that backpack has been, it is a dual SIM modem in that backpack with a massive external antenna that goes on the top. And the only goal of that backpack is that it is a network connection for the device we're using for recording. And it's been doing well, but even that is struggling in this environment. Edges of the hall, which is actually where we are right here, it does quite well. That backpack does, and when we get into the middle, it's hopeless. So this little YoloBox is doing pretty good, all things considered. Yeah, it is a mess. The where do they get the name YOLO? That's a good question for Frank. We need to move this camera so they can see you. We need to like, can it, how do we, yeah, just get closer.
Follow me.
I don't have a way to actually, yeah, do that.
You good?
Yeah.
I kind of feel guilty because I know like the young people doesn't like the YOLO anymore, and you only live once. Kind of the Epicurean lifestyle. You enjoy the life, and YoloBox. The box is like we wanted to be. It was originally thought to be for the young people, for everybody, like to live stream their daily lifestyle, to share with the people, to enrichness. What is it? And that was the original idea. And right now, I don't really like the naming system. That's why when we have a YoloBox Mini Pro, then the in-stream we change it like another like you don't hate the name, and it's still a good name. Why smile? Yeah, I like the name. Anyway, yeah, I had this name idea, and I'm happy that this name are known by so many people, whatever it is. But I like the name.
Okay, good. Koala says, "Look at that stand. Where would one purchase such a cool red YoloBox stand?" Right? Hey, camera, come over here. Manual PTZ control. And here, there it is. It is of course, the PK1 stand for the YoloBox Pro, doing a very good job of making this easier to use here. And got the mini one over there and the cage as well. On NAB special right now for the next exactly 2 days. Actually, slightly more than 24 hours at this point. So through tomorrow night, those are 30% off ATEM Mini Extreme stand and any of the bundles for the cages. Take a look at PK1.tv. there is a banner up at the top of the details and a coupon code to use. Okay, let's take a look at this chat. Can you brighten the camera? No, there's no camera. There's no with the OBSBot. There's like a remote, but we don't have the remote here for it. And I the remote either. When I was at their booth, they were showing me the manual pan control, which would have been really handy here. They didn't give you the remote, did they? For the camera? No. Okay. It does have a remote control where you can manually control the I don't think there's a I don't think there's a brightness control on that remote. So sorry, yeah. Okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna try something to make this stream less choppy. More live troubleshooting, so film this. We're sending real-time feedback to the YoloLiv engineers as well. No, because it's just a SIM card. Okay, yeah. Okay, got it. So we're not using the new bonding thing because the guest Wi-Fi in here isn't even good enough in the first place. Okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to pause the stream. I'm going to change the bit rate on the YoloBox down to be way more compressed so that it doesn't need as much bandwidth. The one thing I don't know about is what happens when I pause the event to the YoloLiv channel. So for my channel, I'm streaming via RTMP to my channel. So I can pause, and my channel stream won't shut off. If I hit pause, I don't know what's going to happen to the YoloLiv stream. For YouTube, you won't. For Facebook, it just stops. Okay, so for YouTube, it won't. So we should be good. So hopefully we're back, and we should be back now and streaming at 2 megabits, which hopefully we won't see any more drop frames. So far, so good. My computer Wi-Fi is doing terrible too. Here's a good question from TVJ. Not YoloBox related, which is fine. What do you think of Blackmagic choosing 2110 over NDI for video over IP? I think it makes a lot of sense for Blackmagic to do that because I've always said that Blackmagic, it doesn't make sense for them to add NDI at all because it's basically a competitor's product. So yeah, I feel like it makes a ton of sense for them to go with 2110 as the network protocol. It will be interesting to see what else they do with network video beyond just this first introduction of products. I have a feeling we're going to see more. I don't have any, of course, actual confirmation of any of that information, but I suspect we're going to see more interesting things along those lines. And we're getting confirmation. We are back. It looks good. Great. So another small problem with this is all the old comments went away from there when we paused the event. So sorry, I can't see the older comments on the YoloLiv channel anymore. Okay, I have you have them. Okay, if there's anything there I should get to. What is your top 5 favorite booths so far? Top 5 favorite booths so far? Oh, that's a tough one. Okay. There are some really amazing booths about with like virtual production stuff, like really huge LED walls and virtual set things. I'm actually staring at one right across the way here, which is super cool, and I need to go look at that in more detail because it's like I'll have to share that. We're done with the stories for the day, but I can at least like get some B-roll to show on my live stream later. I don't know anything about virtual production, and I don't have any reason to do it either because it's just not what I do in my studio, or I don't work with people who have that need either. So it looks cool, and there's a ton of it that looks incredible, but that's probably not like the most relevant thing for me to talk about. But as far as like other fun things I've seen, we've got interesting like presentation switcher by Magewell. You'll see the video on my Instagram in a couple hours from now, and it's a really cool device. It is very clearly targeting like education and fixed location settings of being able to have a computer and stuff like that. That was really cool. YC Onion, just around the corner from here, they have a really cool tripod and monopod setup, which is I've been running around with Joseph on using this monopod all day, and the one that which is super cool. That video is coming out shortly, also. Hollyland has a new streaming camera. That video I posted yesterday. Interesting streaming camera. There's a lot of cool new Blackmagic stuff, 4K switchers. Good to see that they're finally like making the 4K stuff more accessible. Okay, Rode. These just went out on my Instagram account, so take a look at that. I went over some of the features of the 2 new Rode products. I am excited about that now, and I think that's it makes a lot of sense for a lot of situations where you don't want that whole giant. The Rodecaster Pro is really big. Those are some great things to check out. If some of these videos are already up on my Instagram, they'll be going out on my YouTube throughout the next day or 2 as well, and a couple more coming out later today. Darn. Somebody must have come in here with a giant Wi-Fi blaster. Okay. We're gonna keep going when it's so buffering, but it's been fun to chat. Let's see if there's anything else we can catch on before we wrap up. This is one of the fancy new OBSBot cameras. Hopefully, I'll be getting one to check out more in detail later because I just got a taste of it here. There's a question here about, do they have plans for adding video follows audio switching feature? It'd be great for single operator streaming. I agree. I will make sure to pass that on. I've been really enjoying the ATEM Mini and Mix Effect app version of video follows audio. Yeah, sorry. Eric says, this is a mess, but I appreciate you going live. I know. Next time we'll bring some better he follows me on TikTok, so go watch them there so people start seeing them suggested to them. But yeah, on my Instagram account is where you'll find most of this content, and I'll be posting the short videos on YouTube also. And I will also see you on Sunday back on my channel once I'm back in Portland, and we can talk more about it when I'm back where there's better internet. And yeah, I do have a few more things to check out here. The show floor is open for another 40 minutes, so I'm going to go do that. Maybe be able to report back on some virtual set stuff. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube to see the short videos I'm posting there. And I will see you again on Sunday. And thank you for